everybody, welcome to class today. Today we're going to be doing a fairly strong, well-rounded flow leading towards the arm balance Astavakrasana. If you do like these classes, please remember to like and subscribe, and feel free to head over to our website or Instagram page if you have any suggestions or comments. We're going to start today at the back of the mat in child's pose with the arms extended. So sink the hips back towards the heels and actively engage through the arms, lifting the elbows off the mat. Forehead and maybe the chest come down to the floor. And start to breathe in and out through your nose, initiating Ujjayi if that's in your practice. On your inhales, feel the rib cage and the belly expand. And then on your exhales, feel the space created, maybe sink the hips a little closer to the heels. And take 3 more breaths here, inviting length into the side body and the lower back. And then on your next inhale, lift the forehead up, start to walk the hands over to the left side of your mat. And if it's available to you, take the right hand on top of the left and then re-lower the head down, gently drawing the right hip back to the right foot and the right shoulder down to the mat. And then inhale yourself through center, take it over towards the other side, maybe placing the left hand on top as you draw back through the left hip and sink down through the left shoulder. And then bring your way back through center. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Keep the hands in front of you, but bring the knees underneath the hips. Start to walk the hands forward to the front of the mat and out to the corners. And then sink the chest and the shoulders down towards the mat. Maybe the forehead comes to rest on the mat. Maybe the chest rests on the mat for puppy pose. Hips stay over the knees as you reach the tailbone towards the sky. And then inhale, slowly start to lift up and make your way into a tabletop position. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow, inhaling to drop the belly and reach the sternum forward. And then exhale, round the tail, arch the upper back. Take a few more rounds here at the pace of your own breath, moving into any spots of stiffness or stagnation. Remember that your neck is an extension of your spine, so don't just throw your head backwards and forwards. Elongate with mindfulness and purpose. And then make your way back to a neutral spine. Inhale the right arm forward, exhale the right leg back, even off through the pelvis, activating through the right glute, and the left toes are pointing down. Inhale, lengthen the arm and the leg away. Exhale, round knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to round. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to round. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring the right hand back down. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Keep the left leg lifted. Take the right leg off behind you and come into a modified side plank. The top leg can be down on the floor or floating up. Inhale, reach the left arm up and overhead. Exhale, round knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bend the left knee, reach back with the left hand, grab the foot, and then strongly kick the foot into the hand to open up through the left shoulder. Try and bring the back bend into the upper back. Inhale, release with control. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, reach the left arm forward. Exhale, float the right leg up. Find your midline and your neutral. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, kick the left leg off behind you. Inhale, open up side plank, modified side plank. Inhale, reach the right arm up and overhead. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand. Kick the foot strongly into the hand, opening up through the chest and the shoulder. Lengthen through the lower back to bring the stretch into the upper back. Inhale, lengthen with control. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, cow breath. And then exhale, press into the tops of the feet, round the belly, hover the knees. Round the spine, sorry. Inhale, cow belly. Exhale, hovering cat. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale, this time we'll hold. Keep the knees hovering as you inhale, cow belly, so you won't go as far. Exhale to round. Two more. Inhale, cow belly. Try bring the movement into the pelvis and really feel the lower spine moving here. One more. On your inhale, drop the knees, cow belly. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Exhale, neutral spine, hover the knees. Inhale, extend the right leg out behind you to the height of the hip. Exhale, return it to the floor. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, back. One more each side. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, back. Knees stay hovering. Inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to shift the hips back and up towards the sky, coming into a shortened downward dog. And just taking a few moments to pedal out the feet here. Maybe the heels can get to the floor in this shortened stance. And then we're going to move between a hover and this downward dog position. So take an inhale here to lengthen. And then as you exhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists as you hover the knees. Inhale, shorten downward dog. Exhale to hover. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going for 3 more here. Bringing some strength, control and mobility into the shoulder girdle, as well as the lower legs, the lower limbs. And take one more, finish in a shortened downward dog, and then step the feet back for a regular length downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here, pedal out the feet if you need to. Bring length into the torso, actively press the ground away with your arms, hands, fingers. Look towards the hands, raise up onto the toes, ripple the spine forward into plank. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, raise the hips up, come as far onto the toes as you can, back into downward dog. And take a few more like that at the pace of your own breath. Again, feeling into any areas of stiffness or stagnation. And take one more and we'll meet in plank. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Two more. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold your chaturanga. Shoulders are elbow height or above. No bird baths in the lower back. Two more breaths. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, downward dog. We'll put it all together to the breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Start to walk the hands back towards the feet. And then come into a ragdoll position, generously bending through the knees and swaying side to side. With the feet hips distance apart, take a generous bend in through the knees. Take the biceps by the ears, and then as you inhale, start to lengthen the torso, keeping the bend in the knees. Forearms reach towards the front of the mat. Exhale to fold. Two more like that. Inhale to lengthen, feeling the upper spine starting to work. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Change the cross of your forearms and do three more. Sinking the weight into the heels of the feet. And initiating the movement from the upper spine. Neck is relaxed. And then start to walk yourself back out into a plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale all the way down to the belly. 3 rolling cobras. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, elbows and shoulders draw back. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Hold here. Exhale, draw the shoulder heads away from the floor a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale. Exhale, float the hands. And then plant the hands either for cobra or take the hands underneath the elbows. Shine the heart forward, upward facing dog, knees lift. And then exhale, staying on the top of the toes as long as you can. Start to pike the hips all the way up. And then come back into plank on the tops of your feet. Take an inhale here. Exhale, reverse your movement, starting to come into upward facing dog. So the hips sink and the chest reaches forward. Inhale, start to slowly pike the hips up as far as you can towards downward dog. And then exhale, slowly start to reverse the movement with control, lowering the hips. So this is going to help you to bring the movement into the upper back and feel the control it takes not to just dump into the lower back. And then take one more, start to raise the hips up towards the sky, staying on the top of the toes. And then lowering back down slowly into your upward dog. So it might take several breaths to get there, and that's fine. but I want you to lead with the upper back sternum. And then this time come all the way back into your downward facing dog. And then once again, walking the hands towards the back of the mat. This time taking a deep bend in through the knees. Torso is parallel to the floor, as if you could rest your torso on your thighs. And then inhale, sweep the arms in front of you as if you're reaching for something. Exhale, sweep them behind you. Inhale in front, arms by the ears. Exhale back. Take 3 more like this. Your gaze is directly down, the back of your neck is relaxed. And sink deeply into the heels. You should be able to wiggle the toes. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale to stand. Inhale, chair pose at the back of the mat. Exhale, hinge the torso forward, reach forward. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, plant the hands, walk it out, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold your chaturanga. Inhale, float the right leg. Exhale, place it down. Drop the knees if you need to. Left leg. Exhale. 1 more each side. And then lower all the way onto the belly. Take the hands off the edge of your mat and tent your fingers up. Inhale, wide-armed cobra, elbows to the ceiling. And then exhale, dip the right shoulder, turn to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale through center. 1 more to each side, stretching out through the fronts of the shoulders. And inhale through center, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, staying on the top of the feet as long as you can. Bring it all the way back to downward facing dog. Look towards the hands. Step, walk, float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise the hands all the way up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step, walk, float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look towards the front, step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Look to the front, step, walk, float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. 1 more round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look towards the front. Step, walk, float. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sink for chair. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, reach the arms long. Exhale, right arm sweeps back. Keep the knees in line. Inhale, chair. Exhale, left sweeps back. Inhale, chair. This time, exhale, right goes up and over to the back. Keep the knees even. Inhale. Exhale, left. A little bit harder. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, side plank Vashisthasana to the right. Stagger the feet or drop the bottom knee if you need to. Inhale, left arm overhead. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, stay here, or maybe start to reach back for the left foot, just like you did in the modified side plank, kicking the foot into the hand, opening the shoulder. Inhale, release with control. Exhale, with or without a vinyasa, make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, side plank to the left. Inhale, reach the right arm up and overhead. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale long and stay, or as you exhale, reach back for the right foot, kicking the foot into the hand. Trying to keep the spine nice and long. Bit of work for the balance. Inhale, release with control. Exhale, with or without a vinyasa, make your way to downward dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, gently draw the left hip back to even off through the hips. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, shift forward, right knee, right elbow. Try and get it up to almost the back of the armpit. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, keep the hips low. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot up by the thumb. Set yourself up for crescent. Feet are on railroad tracks, hips distance. Inhale, crescent pose. Take a slight bend in through the back knee to get the shoulders over the hips. Then the hips facing forward. And then if you can keep the length in through the lower back, start to straighten through the back knee. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, hinge the torso forward at a 45 degree, reaching forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hinge it forward, this time sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, this time step it all the way forward, warrior three. Hands can be in front, heart center, airplane wings, wherever's working for you. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, take the hands down for standing split. Evening off through the hips. Thinking sternum to the foot to keep length through the spine. And take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, step the left foot way, way back, come into a low lunge. Inhale, extend the sternum. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. Two more breaths here. Thinking of drawing the right hip back and the left leg up. And then plant the hands with or without a vinyasa. Make your way back to downward dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, draw the right hip back to square off the hips. One more inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale through center. Inhale. Exhale, cross. Inhale. Exhale, step the left hand forward for crescent. Set yourself up hips distance apart, bend through the back knee, raise up for crescent. And take a few breaths to get your alignment, and if you can keep the length in through the lower back, then start to straighten the back leg. Inhale here, gather length. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, reach forward, sweep the arms back. Keep the left hip hugging underneath you. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, slowly with control, step up, warrior three. Any arm variation you like. Left hip hugs in and back. Right hip gently faces down towards the floor. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, take the hands down, standing split. And take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, step the right foot way, way back, coming into your low lunge. Up on the fingertips, the left hip draws back. The right thigh strongly engages towards the sky. So I'm really struggling with my words today. Take one more inhale, reach the sternum forward. And then as you exhale, with or without a vinyasa, make your way to downward dog. Look towards the front of the mat, step, walk, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees to 90. Inhale, reach the arms forward, torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, sweep the arms back, skier's pose. Two more. Inhale, reach forward, lengthen the upper body. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, walk or float. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot in between the hands. Drop the back foot, line up heel to heel for warrior one. And then on your inhale, come up into warrior one. Hold here for a few breaths, getting your alignment. Gently drawing back the right hip, strongly grounding the left foot. And inviting length into the lower back as you sink a little deeper. Take an inhale here. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, take it forward for humble warrior. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, come onto the ball of the left foot. Take an inhale here to broaden through the collarbones. Exhale, slowly start to step forward into warrior three with a clasp behind the back. Trying to keep the hips even. I'm on a super uneven piece of ground here. Take another breath here. And then as you exhale, start to dip the chest forward for a standing split with a clasp. Maybe the hands come up and overhead for the shoulder stretch. Inhale, start to upright the torso to warrior three. And then as you exhale, step back to a crescent lunge with a bind. Inhale, raise the torso up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, raise the arms. And then exhale, with or without a vinyasa, make your way back to downward dog. And take a few breaths in downward dog. And then look towards the hands. Step the left foot forward. Line yourself up for warrior one. And then inhale, raise up warrior one. Take a few breaths to set up your foundation on this side. Relaxing the toes, relaxing the jaw. And then taking the hands behind you, interlace the funky way. Inhale, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. And then start to bring yourself up halfway. Rotate onto the ball of the right foot. Take an inhale to broaden the collarbones. And then exhale, come up into warrior 3 for a few breaths. Keep the shoulders broad, hips are even. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, slowly start to dip the chest down towards the shin for standing split variation. Maybe bringing the hands up and overhead. Getting into the hamstrings, the shoulders, the balance for sure. And then inhale your way up to warrior 3. Exhale, step all the way back for a crescent lunge. Inhale, upright the torso, stretch the hands down towards the floor. Exhale here, sink a little deeper. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, with or without a vinyasa, make your way back to downward dog. Look towards the front, step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to stand. So we're going to take a couple of rounds of Surya Namaskar B with humble warrior. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step, walk or float. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step the right foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, clasp the hands. Inhale, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, raise the arms up, warrior 1. Exhale, with or without a vinyasa, downward dog. Step the left foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, clasp the hands the non-dominant way. Inhale, broaden the collarbones, lengthen the lower back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, with or without a vinyasa, to downward dog. Take an inhale here. Look towards the front, step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to stand. One more like that. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step, walk or float. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg steps. Inhale. Exhale to clasp. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, your choice of vinyasa or not. Step the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, non-dominant clasp. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale, vinyasa or not. Look towards the hands, step walk or float the feet to the outsides of the hands and come into Malasana. Always feel free to bring something underneath the heels if you need to, gently snuggling the arms to the insides of the knees, sinking the tail down as you reach the crown of the head up. And then staying here, or working your way into Bakasana, crow pose. And if it's in your practice, feel free to take the head down slowly with control and raise the legs up, tripod headstand. And take 5 more breaths wherever you're at. Feel free to come to child's pose. If you're in a headstand, slowly lower the shins back to the back of the arms. And maybe if you can, back up to crow pose. And wherever you are, make your way back, however you like, to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, raise up crescent. Exhale, straighten through the front leg. Inhale, take the hands behind you, clasp, broaden the collarbones. And then as you exhale, draw the right hip back as you start to straighten out over the front leg. So you might stay here with your torso parallel to the floor and the hands reaching back. If you're more open and you can do it without rounding through the spine, maybe the hands come up and overhead and you dip a little bit deeper. Keep that right hip drawing back as you ground down through the right big toe to feel the stretch in the right hamstring. Left heel reaching towards the floor, but it won't touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands off to capital T. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, reach them out and overhead. Inhale, capital T. Just one more. Exhale, reach. Inhale, capital T. Exhale, come all the way to standing. Inhale, sink into your crescent lunge, reach your hands up. And then exhale, open up, warrior two. Heel to arch, take a couple of breaths to set up your foundation, shoulders over hips. Flip the front palm, keeping length in through the lower back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, hand comes to the inside of the foot, maybe on a block for side angle pose, opening up through the hip. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot off to the right and come into lizard pose. You can drop the back knee if you would like. You can drop down to the forearms. And feel free to have some movement here, back and forward. Take one more inhale here, and then as you exhale, you're going to step the left foot to the outside of the left hand and come back into your Malasana. Take an inhale here, exhale, raise up onto the toes. Inhale, heels down. 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale into your Malasana, and then exhale, maybe you take a crow pose just for a breath or two. And then step, walk or float back to, oh my goodness, chaturanga. Make your way back to downward facing dog. And take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, raise up crescent. Exhale, straighten both the legs. Inhale here, and then exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the funky way. Forgot where we were going. Inhale, broaden the collarbones, and then exhale, start to take the torso forward over the left leg as you gently draw the left leg back. Send the right heel down towards the floor. Take an inhale, and then exhale, maybe dip a little lower. Maybe the hands come up and overhead if you can keep the length in the spine, the openness in the shoulders. And then inhale, halfway up. Exhale, take the hands off to capital T. Take an inhale here. Exhale, keep the left hip drawing back, sweep the arms forward. Inhale, capital T. Exhale, reach. Inhale, capital T. Exhale here. Inhale, bend the front knee. Come back into crescent. And then as you exhale, open up warrior two. Take a couple of breaths to set up your foundation in your warrior two. Turn the front palm up towards the ceiling. Keep the length in the lower back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, come into side angle with the left hand to the inside of the foot, gently nudging the front knee open. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, take both hands to the inside of the left foot, come onto the right toes, and come into your variation of lizard pose, taking any modification on this side that you need. Wherever you are, reaching the sternum forward as you strongly engage through the right leg to bring some buoyancy into the hips. We picked up a stray dog today on our journeys, and it's slowly just dying over in the corner. So if you hear a lot of panting, that's what that is, and I apologize. And take one more breath here. And then, where did we go from here? Exhale, you're going to step with or without a vinyasa back to downward dog. Oh, no, sorry. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. I knew I was missing something. Inhale into your malasana. Exhale, sink the hips a little bit deeper. This time as you inhale, you're going to come all the way to standing. Inhale. And then exhale, sink it back down. Just two more like that. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, take it down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And one more chance for a crow pose if you like it. Otherwise, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot forward in between the hands. Drop the back foot for warrior one. Inhale, raise up warrior one. Exhale, hands to the hips, straighten the front leg. Hop the back foot in about a third of the way. Hands come behind the back, opposite hand to opposite elbow, fist to fist, or reverse prayer if that works in your body. Wherever you are, inhale, broaden the chest, and then exhale, draw the right hip back. Start to fold forward over the front leg. So this time the back foot is flat to the floor and strongly engage through all four corners of that foot as you reach the chest forward and down, forward and down. Inhale, raise all the way back up. Step the foot back, inhale, raise up warrior one. And then exhale, come back for lizard pose. So set the hands down to the inside of the foot. This time start to walk the right foot forward slightly. Lift the hips up so that you can get the right shoulder underneath the right knee. And maybe you stay here with the hands on the floor. Maybe you take both hands around the ankle, or you can reach the right hand by the right hip, the left hand up and around the back to grab the right hand for a bind. Wherever you are, try and keep both hips facing the floor, the sternum reaching forward. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, release both hands to the inside of the right leg. Start to come up onto the right toes, hug the right knee into the right shoulder, and then float the right leg off. So you're sort of in a single leg crow. Stay here, or maybe start to bend the elbows, shift yourself forward for a Kundanyasana variation. You can always straighten the right knee if you wish. And then make your way back to downward facing dog. Step the left leg forward, raise yourself up, warrior one. Exhale, take the hands to the hips, straighten the front leg, hop the back foot in a third of the way, and take your variation behind the back. Inhale, lengthen from the upper back, and then as you exhale, start to hinge from the hips and fold forward. So wherever your hands are meeting in your upper back, sort of around the bra line for a lady, you want to think of the spine extending from there and then lowering from the hips. Shoulders, elbows stay wide. And then inhale, start to come up, step the right leg back and raise up for a normal warrior one. And then exhale, bring the hands down for lizard pose. You might stay here, start to raise the hips and sneak the left shoulder underneath the left knee. Plant the hands on the floor and stay here. Or maybe start to take one hand or both hands to the left ankle and then stay there, or start to reach the left hand up and behind the left hip, the right hand around. Wherever you are, reach the chest long as you stay strong through the legs. And then slowly release the hands to the inside of the left foot. Come up onto the left toes, glue the left knee into the left shoulder, and start to float the foot off. Stay here, or start to bend the elbows. Maybe float the back leg off. Maybe you straighten through the front leg. And then step, walk, float. We all meet back in downward facing dog for 3 breaths. And then look between the hands, step, walk, or float to a seat. And then extend the right leg out in front of you. Start to draw the left knee in. So you can bend the bottom knee if that's more comfortable in your body. I'm going to face this way so it's a little bit easier to see. So you can have the right leg extended or the right leg bent. You're going to draw the left leg up for cradle the baby. So you might have the leg in the crooks of the arms. You might choose to forklift your arms. You might choose just to have a hand on the foot and the knee. Whatever is working in your body, you just want to feel an opening in through the hip. And then release that, and we'll come into heron pose. So interlace the fingers around the sole of the left foot and start to extend the left leg straight, keeping nice and tall through the torso. That might mean you have to bend the knee a little bit. And then taking the right hand to the outside of the left foot, coming to revolved heron, reaching the left arm back. And then come back forward. Take the left peace fingers around the left big toe. Inhale. Take the right hand just slightly behind you to start with. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, start to draw the left knee back by the left shoulder. You might want to use your right hand to assist you here. You might find it's more helpful at keeping you upright, wherever is good for you. And then release that foot down. Just going to grab a quick drink. Alright, so from here you've got a couple of options. You can make your way all the way into compass pose if that's available for you. I can't do it, but I'll talk you through it. You're going to take this right hand to the outside of the left foot. Come back into that bow and arrow sort of pose. Take the left hand underneath the left knee and snuggle the knee as high onto the shoulder as you can, planting the left hand down. You might stay here, or you might start to extend that left leg. If you've got a strap handy, you can hold onto the strap around the foot. If not, start to extend the left leg and start to look out underneath the right arm. Now, I'm very, very hunched over when I do that, so I'm better off staying here. But if you can extend, keeping the spine nice and long, then by all means, feel free to extend all the way with or without your strap. And then slowly release. Keep the knee glued to the back of the arm, and then you're going to place the right hand in line with the left on the outside of the right hip. For starters, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, press down into the right heel and just lift the bum off. Take an inhale here, exhale, lower. We'll do 2 more like that, hugging the left leg strongly to the arm. Exhale to lift the hips. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift the hips. Inhale to lower. So you might stay here, readjust your leg on your arm if you need to. The next stage, we're going to lift that right foot up and come into balanced elephant. So shift forward, lift the hips, and then maybe start to float the right leg. Hold. And then lower all the way down. So you might stay there, or we're going to make our way all the way into Astavakrasana. So set yourself up and finish or take it to whatever stage is working for you today. So stay here, start to lift the bum, start to lift the heel, or hook the right foot on top of the left, swing the legs to the left as you shift the torso forward. So your left inner thigh is resting on your left tricep, and your right arm is hugging into your right ribs. And then try and swing it back to center. Whew. And release. And we get to do it all on the other side. So take your left foot either straight or bend it up underneath you, whatever feels the best in your body. And we'll start with cradle the baby. So whatever version of cradle the baby works for you is fine. I encourage you to move in it. And then release the foot, interlace the fingers, bring them around the sole of the right foot and come into heron pose. Keeping nice and active through that bottom leg if it's extended. And taking the left hand to the outside, of the right foot, extending the right arm behind you for revolved heron. And then rotating yourself back to center. So we'll make our way towards compass pose, stopping at whatever level suits you best. Take the peace fingers around the big toe. Take the left hand behind you, inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, draw the right knee back by the right shoulder. How could I forget? Taking the left hand to the sole of the to the right foot if you need to. And then taking the left hand to the outside of the right foot, bringing the right knee as high onto the right shoulder as you can, and planting the right hand down. Stay here with both hips on the ground, or start to extend the right leg. Maybe you have the flexibility to look underneath the left armpit. Maybe you have a strap that helps you to get there. You might be super different from side to side. I'm very, very tight on this side. And then slowly release the foot. So keep the knee hugging into the back of the arm. Reposition it if you need to. Plant the right hand. Plant the left hand to the outside of the left leg. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, press into the left heel. Lift the bum. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. So feel free to stay with that, or we're going to make our way into balanced elephant. So exhale, lift the hips off, and then maybe start to float the left heel, holding for a few breaths. And then set it down. And then I'm going to face you, so you got a little bit of a different point of view this time. So you can stay with that, or reposition yourself again. Plant the hands. Stage 1, lift the hips. Stage 2, lift the heel. Stage 3, the left heel crosses on top of the right. Swing the legs to the right as you take the torso forward and to the left. So extend through the sternum. And now the right arm is supporting the right leg, and that left elbow is tucked into the torso. And then if you can, starting to straighten through the arms, bring the heels back. Astavakrasana. It's a lot more accessible than what you would think. So we'll start to slow it down now. Just come into a simple cross-legged position. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, start to fold it forward from the hips. Grounding down through the hips as you crawl the hands forward. And don't worry too much here about keeping length in through your spine. You can round the spine as much as feels good for you. And then start to walk your hands back in and just change the cross of your legs, so the other leg's in front. Inhale, gather length through the spine, and then exhale, start to fold it all the way forward, crawling your hands forward as much as is comfortable for you. And bringing the hands back in. And you can stay here and take a simple seated twist. Otherwise, we're going to come into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Take the left heel by the right hip. Stamp the right foot up and over. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hug the right knee or hook the right elbow. I'm trying to keep both hips down on the floor. Open through the collarbones. And then take it over towards the other side. And then unwind yourself. And I'm going to close my practice in a seated position today, but you feel free to make your way to your final resting posture. And closing down through the eyes, turning the palms up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Feeling any tension leaving the face, leaving the shoulders, leaving the body. Staying here as long as you have time for. Today, as you go forward, may be connected in your thoughts, have meaning in your words, and have energy in your heart. Namaste.